This past Wednesday on the 14th of December 2022, the news broke that Henry Cavill would no longer be returning as the Man of Steel's Superman. After making a brief appearance in the Black Adam film 2 months ago, the world was excited to have Cavill back and wearing the cape once again. That excitement was short-lived as the new rulers of the DC Universe, James Gunn and Peter Safran, extinguished any hope we had of seeing Cavill finally lead his own Superman film after almost a decade. It's clear to see that this decision by Gunn and Safran is leading towards them doing a complete reboot of the DC Universe and starting with a blank slate. This also comes after the confirmed cancellation of Wonder Woman 3, Michael Keaton's Batman Beyond, and reports that Jason Momoa will no longer play Aquaman after the upcoming Lost Kingdom film, as well as doubt being spread about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's future as Black Adam. One by one, the pillars of the previous DC Extended Universe are tumbling to make way for a new universe in Gunn's vision, and the hopes and excitement of many DC fans are being taken with it. Now, I'll be the first to admit that the DCEU was not perfect. In fact, it was far from it. There was a lot left to be desired, and I understand that James Gunn is attempting to create a universe of a certain quality from its inception. But amongst the messiness of the DCEU, there was gold to be found. Cavill, Godot, and Momoa were all perfect in their roles, not to mention Affleck and Fisher, even if their future in DC was uncertain. Let's just not mention the other Justice League member. Scrapping the past 9 years of storytelling means destroying all of the continuity and world building that has been established. I truly believe that would have been far more beneficial for Gunn and Safran to use the pre-existing universe as a launching point and trying to improve on it. They can really only improve from there. Now, with all this said, there is always the chance that the universe won't be rebooted. It's less likely, but still possible that the continuity will remain as it is with a reset of the status quo. This would make some sense as it would allow Gunn to retain his Suicide Squad and Peacemaker stories, which I'm sure he plans to expand on in the future. But regardless of continuity, the loss of Henry Cavill as Superman as well as other major cast members is a massive blow to the majority of DC fans who have come to know and love these versions of the characters. As all of the fallout of Gunn and Safran's decision unfolds online, with many fans either slamming or praising them, one trend has become clear. Both Henry Cavill and Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins have shared messages with their audiences stating their disappointment in the decisions being made. Neither of them disputed it and addressed the situation with grace, but it was evident that neither of them was happy about leaving. But with each of these posts, and presumably more to come, James Gunn attempts to counter it by undermining the situation and brushing it all off as if everyone's cheerful and on the same page. He even says in response to Henry Cavill's post that they have discussed working together on future DC projects unrelated to Superman, which sounds like a false promise to ease the situation. It's evident that James Gunn knows his decisions will anger people and is trying to take as little of the heat as he can. Along with the news of Henry Cavill's firing, it was also announced that James Gunn is writing his very own Superman movie, which will focus on the earlier stages of Superman's life. Obviously, we can't rule out this film straight away despite the disappointing circumstances, but it's important that Gunn makes this the best damn Superman movie we've ever seen, because the lack of Cavill is already putting a huge hindrance on the film. With all of the retconning, the recasting, and Gunn's approach to the situation, I think the most disappointing part is the fact that we're losing the actor who has been the best representation of this character since Christopher Reeve. Sure, there have been some great incarnations since then. Brandon Routh had an amazing performance in Superman Returns, Tyler Hoechlin is playing my personal favorite iteration of the character in Superman and Lois, and Tom Welling was phenomenal in Smallville. But for as great as they were, none of them have embodied Superman with the effortless accuracy of Henry Cavill. Superman's heroism, selflessness, and resolute nobility are things that Cavill can deliver in spades. It's just a shame that he won't get a chance to prove it under a director who truly understands the character. Henry Cavill is Superman, and he will always be Superman.